How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We're going to be making some ginseng tea today. And somebody asked me a while back, I said, well, I was going to keep my ginseng and eat it. Well, you don't make any soup or anything like that out of it. You basically just cut a piece off of it, you stick it in your mouth, you chew on it. You don't swallow the root, but you just chew on the root. That's why I say you eat it. I mean, if you don't have time to make the tea, you could always just take a piece of it and chew on it and get the juices out of it. And you get the same effect as if you was to make tea out of it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing to get this ready for tea. Alright, this ginseng root is pretty hard. It's actually rock hard. If you just touch the roots, they'll break. That's how dry it is. So now, if let's just say you wanted to take a piece and eat it, you could just snip a little piece off, and then you could chew on that root and then spit it out later on. Just get the juice out of it. Now, a lot of people will use pruning shears. I just have a little pair of wire snippers here. Like I said, this stuff is super hard, and what you want to do is you want to cut up a good a nice teaspoon full of this. It doesn't have to be perfect. About a teaspoon is all you're going to be using in the making the tea. And you just want it basically big enough that it'll fit inside of one of these little guys. Now, you don't have to use this. You could throw the root right in the bottom if you want. You don't have to use one of these. I have one, so I'm going to use it. And then basically, I just want about a teaspoon of this root in this little container. And I'm sure that would make a pretty decent teaspoonful. We'll screw it back together. I got some water over on the stove. It's coming to a boil. And we're going to set this down in there and get it cooking. Now, I'm not going to literally cook the ginseng. We're going to take the lid off of this, and I'm just going to hang this down here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the burner off. It came to a boil, and we're going to let this soak in here. I'm going to let it soak for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, our tea's been sitting for about 15 minutes steeping in this pot. So now, if you think it's a little bit, if it had cooled off a little bit too much for you, you could always turn your burner on and just warm it up. You don't want to bring it to a boil. Just warm it up a little bit. Now, I myself in my tea, I like a little bit of honey. I'm going to put a little honey in mine. If you decide that you really don't like the taste of the ginseng, and some people don't, it has a little bit of a bitter taste, you could put a little bit of honey down in there. And if you want to take it a step further, you can put, actually, you could use a, you could still put a tea bag in there, and you can make tea out of it with a regular tea bag with your ginseng. So now we warmed that up a little bit. I'm going to pour this in here. Now we have our ginseng in there. A little bit of honey. And I'll just throw my tea bag down in there. It'll taste basically the same as a regular glass of tea. Well, that's how I make my ginseng tea. Not much to it, pretty easy, and it's good for you. If you guys want to see how good this stuff is for you, just look on Google. They got a lot of information on ginseng tea. I always thought it tasted a little better by using a tea bag in there too. I'm not crazy about how bitter the ginseng is. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.